Rituparno Ghosh shouldn't only be limited to the Bengali audience but the whole country or maybe even the whole world. Winning plenty of national fame awards, they have delivered numerous movies dealing with social issues under unparalleled storytelling that always have an in-depth look inside its characters and the society around them. The list contains minor spoilers of some of the movies, so be sure before proceeding further. Number 10. চোখের বালি.
ভগবান যা করেন মঙ্গলের জন্য।
তাই বুঝি এই যে বছর না ঘুরতেই বিধবা হলাম সেটাও মঙ্গলের জন্য।
Based on the novel written by Rabindranath Tagore published in 1903, Chokher Bali translates to Aiso. The story was quite famous in Bengali literature and has been adapted several times in films. On the surface, the story is of a love affair between a married man and a young widow. While they both were to be married, but the man rejected her as she was too educated that she might not be so very feminine.
তোমার শাশুড়ি তোমার বরের সঙ্গে প্রথমে আমার সম্বন্ধ করেছিলেন, জানো?
Of all the adaptations in films and plays, Rituparno Ghosh's work brought a seductive beauty to this beautiful story. The performance and the direction combinedly had a poetic reflection on the screen.
আপনাকে আমায় ভালোবাসতে হবে না, আপনি বালিকেই ভালোবাসুন। সত্যি যদি তাকে ভালোবাসেন সে সুখী হোক।
Number 9. Doshar. Doshar, meaning an emotional companion, is the story of a man whose wife gets into an effusive dilemma as he gets into a car accident while being away with another woman.
Now it's the responsibility of the office. আপনারা একদম চিন্তা করবেন না।
কেন ও তো অফিসের কাজে যায়নি?
With that known excellence of Rituparno Ghosh, Doshar dealt with the depths of human emotions under such a complex and beautiful story that ultimately is not a problem to be solved. The performance of Konkona Sen Sharma was outstanding, and so was the direction, which never failed to make its audience disconnect from the story but hold them engaged throughout.
ধরো আমার যদি বলতে ইচ্ছে করে তোমায়,
বলো, একটা ফোন কিনে দিচ্ছি, বলো। আমার অনেক টেনশন রয়েছে কৌশিক, এর মধ্যে তোমার ক্যাথাসিসের রেসপন্সিবিলিটি আমি নিতে পারছি না।
Number 8. Raincoat. Another excellent adaptation by Ghosh, this time is from O. Henry's story Gift of Maggie, where two old lovers meet again when the woman is a housewife living a life of poverty and the man is broke looking for a job.
देखो, चेहरे पर कोई खरोच नहीं, कोई दाग नहीं।
They both lie about their lives to each other, claiming themselves as people living a very wealthy life, though they both find out the truth in one another's absence and later non-showing helps each other. A story so beautiful and indescribable in words, this is a very promising amendment with an excellent performance from Aishwarya Rai and some gorgeous cinematography.
मुझ जैसी लड़की को लेकर सीरियल क्यों नहीं बनाती मन्नू?
Number 7. Chitrangoda, The Crowning Wish. The most personal film of director's career, Chitrangoda gives a profound look inside the life of Rituparno Ghosh of being homosexual and wanting to change their sex.
If all goes well, I'll become a woman in 6 months.
The value of this film lies in its documents of their own life. It reflects every truth with care and is merely the story of life filled with overwhelming emotions, where the director has given a masterclass of acting.
হোলি খেলতে এসছিস রাধা? হোলি খেলতে এসছে না চিত্রা কত শিকারে এসছে?
শাড়ি পরে আছে রুদ্রদা, কস্টিউমে ঠিক হয়ে যাবে।
তুই শাড়ি পরে আছিস না প্যান্ট পরে আছিস, দ্যাট ইজ নট দ্য ম্যাটার কস্তুরি। চিত্রাঙ্গদা ইজ কন্ডিশন টু বি আ ম্যান।
The Crowning Wish is way ahead of its time, as sex change operations are yet not taken normally by many even in the West. Therefore, in Indian society, this film, which is 10 years old, speaks a lot.
তোমার যদি খুব খারাপ না লাগে তুমি এসো, কিন্তু আমি জানি তুমি বলে কোনো লাভ নেই, তুমি আসবে না।
Number 6. Dohon. Dohon tells the story of a housewife who gets assaulted in the street by a few men one night, and despite everyone ignoring the scene, a woman saves her. Like the last year's film A Hero, where a man in a limited leave from jail finds and returns a bag of gold coins to its rightful owner and later gets famous for it. Both the films question the notion of why doing good is often considered rewarding while it should be regarded as a duty.
এতগুলো লোক তো ছিল, কেউ তো এগিয়ে আসেনি।
তাতে কি প্রমাণ হয় রে দিদি? চোখের সামনে অন্যায় হতে দেখলে প্রতিবাদ না করা, মেরুদণ্ড না থাকাটাই স্বাভাবিক, নাকি অন্যায় হওয়াটাই স্বাভাবিক?
Besides that idea, Dohon also delivers a dark and gritty reflection of the reality of middle-class Indian society, which so openly objectifies women and make them look like a criminal while they are a victim.
কি আছে বলছো? রস আছে, কিচ্ছা আছে। চারটে ছেলে তোমার গায়ে হাত দিয়েছে, সে কথা শুনবে না? এই এলো বলে সব চোখ মুছতে মুছতে ঘরে ঢুকবে, আহু করে মাথায় হাত বুলাবে, তারপরে কি হয়েছে বলো মা বলে সব দিবে।
Number 5. Naukadubi. Another Rituparno Ghosh film based on a Rabindranath Tagore novel, Naukadubi, which means a boat trek, is one beautiful story filled with outstanding direction and great use of music. The story, set in the pre-independence era, talks of a newlywed couple journeys home by boat which goes into an accident, and there remains only two survivors, a husband and a wife, except not one another's.
কেমন বোধ করছো এখন? যাই দেখি গিয়ে একবার।
Though the husband discovers the truth later, the wife, being naive and uneducated, do not realize it, as she never even saw the person she married. On the other side, the husband has another lover who he couldn't marry due to social issues.
আচ্ছা, ভালোবাসা কি মানুষকে স্বার্থপর করে দেয়?
Such as Chokher Bali, Naukadubi too takes on a complex story, but as expected, Rituparno Ghosh gave it a perfect direction. Number 4. Shob. Shob, which means festival in English, is a simple story of 4 siblings who reunite in their mother's house during the biggest celebration of the Bengali culture, Durga Puja. Things go awry when the mother says she might sail off the state.
আজ বাদে কাল যেতে হবে। এখানে থাকবো না ওখানে থাকবো করে কি হবে বল?
Shob is one of the most complimented Ghosh movies for valid reasons. It made Rituparno Ghosh win the Best Director National Award for the first time. The performances were outstanding.
আমার কোন আপত্তিটা তোমরা কোন দিন শুনেছো বলো তো? তোমাদের ইচ্ছা হয়েছিল তখন ওই মানুষটাকে ঘাড় ধাক্কা দিয়ে তোমরা বাড়ি থেকে বার করে দিয়েছো। আজ আবার তোমাদের দরকার পড়েছে তখন ওকে বাড়িতে ডেকে এনে নিমন্ত্রণ করে পঞ্চব্যঞ্জন রান্না করে খাওয়াতে চাইছো।
Number 3. 19 April. In Rituparno Ghosh movies, most times there is always an outstanding mother character. In 19 April, maybe it had topped.
আমি প্রাইজ পেয়েছি, তোমার আনন্দ হয়নি? আমার একার আনন্দ দেখি হবে।
With a clear and beautiful reflection of a mother-daughter relationship, the film has some notable cinematography and performances.
বাবা চলে যাওয়ার পর থেকে আমি হস্টেলে, ছুটির সময় যখন আমি বাড়িতে আসতাম, তোমার আছে এখানে শো, কাল ওখানে ওয়ার্কশপ, তুমি নিচে বেড়াচ্ছ।
The stories of a woman, a famous dancer who has lost the connection with her daughter. The film follows a long conversation between this mother and daughter, talking about their insecurities and personal grudges against one another. Number 2. Shubho Mohorat. While all other films here portray some lifelike dramas about ups and downs, taking profound issues, this film, which is a perfectly made murder mystery, is a treat and easily one of the best Ghosh films. Based on Agatha Christie's novel The Mirror Crack, which talks about the murder of an actress during a celebration of the success of their first scene, later a journalist and her aunt try to solve the crime.
আবার এক ঘর লোকের মধ্যে গ্লাসে বিষ মেশালো, আর কেউ সেটা দেখেনি ভাবছিস?
দেখলে সে তো বলেই দিত।
পুলিশকে বলেনি, তাকে হয়তো খুনিকে বলেছে।
The performance by the entire cast was noteworthy as of how they throughout held the energy and suspense of the film.
তোর হাতে হাত করা পড়বে, যতই তুমি পুলিশ বগল দাবা করে ঘোরো, কেউ তোমায় বাঁচাতে পারবে না।
Number 1. Abohoman. For plenty of reasons, Abohoman is the crowning achievement of Rituparno Ghosh's directing career. It is more notable because most times Ghosh has adapted stories into movies, but this, an original piece of work, is also the deepest of their all films. Abohoman talks about a prominent filmmaker who fell in love and married an actress who later gave up on her career for him. But later the man in the same way falls for another actress and starts a love affair.
তোমার বাবার গাড়ির টায়ার রোজ রোজ এক জায়গায় পাংচার হতে পারে না, আর সেটাও পার্টিকুলার একটা গলির সামনে। তুমি বিশ্বাস করো সেটা?
The film sets in the time where the man has died, switches between the present and past, centering on people of his life who he has affected somehow. How the film sways between present and past creates a non-linear impact of storytelling which brings in the illusionistic melancholy so perfectly.
মুশকিলটা কি জানেন? আপনি এত ভালো অভিনয় করবেন যে আমি সত্যি সত্যি বিশ্বাস করব আপনি আমায় ভালোবাসেন।
So So there, that was the video. Share your opinions down in the comment box and tell the name of the Rituparno Ghosh film that you have loved. Till then, take care and keep watching films.